In the bustling city of New York, around the turn of the 20th century, lived a young couple, Jim and Della Young. Despite their modest means, their lives were filled with love and joy. They resided in a small, shabby apartment, where each day was a testament to their enduring affection for each other. As Christmas approached, Della found herself troubled. She had saved every penny she could, but her savings amounted to only $1.87. It wasn't enough to buy Jim a gift that truly expressed her love and gratitude. Della fretted over this as she stood by the window, looking out at the busy street below, her thoughts full of worry. Jim and Della had two prized possessions that they held dear. For Jim, it was a beautiful gold watch that had been passed down to him from his father and his grandfather before him. It was his most treasured belonging, a symbol of his family's legacy. For Della, it was her long, cascading hair that shimmered like a waterfall of brown silk, reaching below her knees. Her hair was her pride and joy, admired by everyone who saw it. As Della's eyes filled with tears, she had a sudden inspiration. She hurriedly put on her old brown jacket and hat and rushed out into the cold December day. She made her way to a shop with a sign that read, "Madame Sofroni, hair goods of all kinds." She entered the shop with a pounding heart. "Will you buy my hair?" Della asked, her voice trembling with a mixture of hope and desperation. Madame Sofroni, a large, serious woman, looked at Della's hair critically. "I buy hair," she said. "Take your hat off and let's have a sight at the looks of it." With a deep breath, Della removed her hat, letting her beautiful hair fall around her like a veil. Madame Sofroni lifted the mass of hair and weighed it with a professional hand. $20, she said decisively. "Give it to me quick," Della replied. With the $20 clutched in her hand, Della went from shop to shop, searching for the perfect gift for Jim. She finally found it in a small, elegant shop, a simple platinum fob chain, perfect for Jim's treasured watch. It was understated and elegant, just like Jim. It cost $21. With the money she had saved, she had just enough. She bought the chain and rushed home, her heart light with excitement. As she waited for Jim to come home, Della couldn't help but worry about his reaction to her short hair. She hoped he would still think she was pretty. She lit the stove, prepared their simple dinner, and waited. When Jim finally arrived, he looked tired from a long day's work. He stopped short when he saw Della, a strange expression on his face. It wasn't anger, surprise, or disapproval, but a look that seemed to pierce her heart. "You've cut off your hair?" he asked slowly, almost as if he couldn't believe it. "Yes. I sold it," Della said bravely. "Don't you like me just as well anyhow? I'm still me without my hair, aren't I?" Jim seemed to snap out of his daze and quickly reassured her, "Of course, you are. Nothing could ever make me love you any less." He pulled a package from his coat and handed it to her. "Open it," he said. Inside the package were a set of combs, beautiful tortoiseshell combs with jeweled rims that Della had long admired in a shop window. They were perfect for her long hair. Now gone, Della's eyes filled with tears as she hugged Jim tightly. "Oh Jim, they're beautiful. My hair grows fast. They'll be perfect soon." Then she remembered her gift for him. She held out the platinum fob chain. "Isn't it a dandy, Jim? I hunted all over town to find it. Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks on it." Jim sat down, put his hands behind his head, and smiled. "Della," he said softly, "let's put our Christmas presents away for now. I sold the watch to get the money to buy your combs." The room was filled with silence for a moment as they both absorbed the reality of their sacrifices. Then, they burst into laughter, a laughter filled with love and understanding. They had given up their most prized possessions, not out of obligation, but out of profound love for each other. In that small, humble apartment, with their simple dinner, and without their prized possessions, Jim and Della realized that they were indeed the richest people in the world. Their love and the sacrifices they made for each other were the greatest gifts they could ever receive. Jim and Della's story illustrates that the greatest gifts of all are those given from the heart, with love and sacrifice. Their story is a testament to the power of selfless love and the true spirit of giving. As the years passed, Jim and Della's love only grew stronger, with each Christmas reminding them of the precious lesson they learned. The best gifts are not the ones bought with money, but those that come from the heart. Their story continues to inspire generations, reminding us all that love, above all else, is the most valuable